Hey everybody, this is Paranormal Roadshow, and I am Jack.
This is Mike.
And it is right near Christmas, and we're going to do a prediction show for the year
2019.
Yeah. It's hard to say, 2019. 2018 is almost over.
Yeah.
So we're just going to do some non-psychic, unprofessional predictions for next year.
Top of our head.
Yeah.
Not really planned.
Just putting a disclaimer out there. We do not claim to be psychic. We do not claim to know the future. We don't claim to know nothing.
But if we're right, we'll take full credit.
Yes. So, who knows? Maybe we are correct on something. Maybe we'll nail something. Maybe we'll be so accurate, people say, you're making psychics look psychic.
Right.
I predict the San Diego Chargers will win the Super Bowl.
San Diego Chargers, 2019.
Yes, I'm predicting the Chargers will win the Super Bowl.
Wow. Okay, I will.
And I don't want them to win the Super Bowl. I just said who's going to win the Super Bowl when the Chargers popped in my head.
Our 2019 prediction for me is I believe that the Saints will win the Super Bowl.
Okay.
We're not going to bet any money on this. Okay, Major League Baseball, I will predict that Houston will repeat as the champions.
I predict the Los Angeles Dodgers will win the World Series.
That's a good pick.
All right.
Hockey, I'm also going to say that the Capitals will repeat as champions.
I predict that this is a tough one. All right. I predict the I keep wanting the Pittsburgh Penguins to win.
Well, yeah, of course.
Like, we're from Pittsburgh.
Right.
But I don't feel they're going to win.
Who's going to do it, Jack? I need a prediction from you.
All right, I predict it will be Nashville.
Basketball. I'm thinking Houston's going to sneak in there. The Rockets are going to win it.
I predict it will be Boston.
Boston. Wow. Celtics.
Yes.
All right. That's a good pick. They did good last year. Okay. Okay. Famous people. I believe that, very unfortunately, he's going through a very hard time right now. I believe Kevin Spacey is going to commit suicide in 2019.
Do you know how he'll do it?
I do not.
All right. If he does, I'm saying OD.
Yeah. I hate to do it. It sounds super morbid. But I don't know, it's just a nagging. I see him on TV, I see the videos, he just looks disturbed. I hate it for him, I hope it doesn't happen. I pray for him, and I hope it does not happen.
Okay. Any breakout performers, who's going to get more famous?
Breakout performers.
Who's going to win? All right, who's going to win Best Actor and Best Actress?
Wow, you mean the one that's coming up real soon?
Yeah.
I'm going to say the best. I don't even know who's. I don't even know who's in it.
We both don't watch movies or TV that much.
No. Yeah, I don't know.
I'm gonna say Groot from Avengers wins Best Actor.
All right. Okay. I'm gonna say.
And that was a joke, everyone. But hey, it's pretty cool.
I'm going with you. I'm going with superheroes. I'm going to say the Black Panther movie. Anybody in the Black Panther?
Black Panther was good.
The guy, whatever the actor's name was, the movie.
That was a good movie. See, we only watch superhero movies now. So.
I'm going to predict the Black Panther will win 3 Oscars. I don't know what Oscars are going to win, but they're going to win 3.
That's good. I predict Best Picture will be a movie no one's watched.
Really? Well, I haven't seen it.
Just like it usually is. They're always like boring movies.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a very good movie. Nobody went to the movies to buy tickets for it, though.
Right.
Whatever movie it is.
Okay, here's the big one, Jack. And I know this is going to catch you super off guard. What's going to happen in Star Wars Episode 9 in December? What's going to be the ending?
I believe the Force Ghost will come back and fight and save the day.
Really?
I believe Luke Skywalker will save the day as a Force ghost and reclaim his triumph.
My prediction for Star Wars Episode 9 in December of 2019 is that Rey is going to die. Rey is going to die, and C-3PO is going to die.
That's pretty bold.
Pretty bold. I'm going with it. I'm usually wrong with these.
I predict she's going to almost die, and Luke's going to save her life.
All right.
All
We'll
right.
see what happens. I don't want to get too much into it because we can talk about Star Wars. Today is Christmas Eve, and they had a short stock market today. The market closed at 1 p.m., and it dropped 650 points. In context, this is the worst December for the stock market since the Great Depression, the worst December. Down like more than 25% in a month.
Yep. So I wrote down why I think it's happening.
Yeah.
I think the Fed is trying to purposely sabotage the economy. So for the next coming year, and the reason I think they're doing this is I think they want Democrats to get in.
Well, they did raise 8 times during Trump's presidency.
8 times. And how many times did they raise it in 8 years for President Obama?
2 times in 8 years.
And they kept it near 0.
So obviously they're trying to sabotage.
So within 2 years under Trump, it's gone from 0% to 2.6.
Right.
That's a big percent. That's a big jump.
It's a pretty big jump.
So interest rates make all your earnings worth way less.
Yeah.
And the average profit margin for any business is usually about 4%.
Yeah.
4 to 6%. Like 6 is like considered really high.
Yeah.
So if the profit margin is on average only 4%, now they're taking 2.6%. That means that's cutting into like 50 to 60% of any business's profit.
Yeah.
So people may not, when they say 2.6%, that's not a lot. That's about 50 to 60% of the profit a company makes. So that's 50 to 60% less money they have on hand to spend for jobs, production, salary.
Oh, sure. It affects every aspect of a business.
The only thing that helps are the banks.
Yeah.
So in the Federal Reserve, it is actually not part of the government. It's an independent branch, and people don't know this.
No, most people think it's part of the government.
It's not part of the government. So the history is like the Federal Reserve was actually created by a bunch of rich white guys back in the 1930s or 20. I don't know, back in the day.
Yeah.
Around that time, and it's the members are the 4 richest families that all own separate top earning oil companies.
I did not know that.
Yes. So the Federal Reserve is created by the families that own all the oil companies. The top 4 richest oil companies, like the ones from West Virginia, one of the Rockefellers is one.
Right. Yeah.
And there's other, you can look it up. I don't want to get into it, but everyone knows the Rockefeller name. But so the Federal Reserve, the people that own the Federal Reserve, it's independent, it's not part of the government. What happened was they lent money to it's kind of like mafia. They lent money to the U.S. when they needed money. World War I, Great Depression. Oh, we're running out of money. Back then, U.S. didn't print money. It was on the gold standard.
Right.
Back then. So the government ran out of money. So these rich people say, well, we'll lend you money. And then you have to pay us back. So ever since Congress passed a law, they had to pass a law to let the government borrow money off the Federal Reserve. It was actually a bunch of rich white guys.
Right.
That owned oil. So that's when you say wars are always about oil. It all goes back to the Federal Reserve.
Got it.
So
what is going to happen?
So
in
the Federal Reserve under Obama, they were like, "Oh, we won't take much money off you. Keep the government. We'll try to keep the government from falling apart." Because back then, like the government was bad.
So the Fed destroying the economy, that's like a no-brainer. That's an easy prediction.
And the reason, though, because they want the Democrats in, because then they can make the oil prices go up. Oil prices always go up under Democrat rule.
Oh, yeah. Right now they're falling. I think it's like $46 a barrel.
Yes,
which is
because
really low.
under good business practices, you want the oil to be less.
Right.
All right, we had to take a quick break. I had to blow my nose. I was sneezing. Couldn't predict that.
I predicted that, no.
Yeah. But, so at this place where we left off, but we're saying the Federal Reserve, they really deal in oil. It's really oil tycoons that are behind the Federal Reserve. A lot of people don't know this. So let's rehash what we learned so far. Federal Reserve is a independent branch, not of the government. It's associated with the government because when our government ran out of money years ago on the gold standard and we couldn't print money, these rich oil people, old rich white dudes I say, Rockefellers and them, they lent the U.S. government money. And to this day, we have not paid them back. We owe them so much money, we're indebted to the Federal Reserve.
Is it something around $22 trillion?
I don't know the number, but
It's pretty close.
the reason why is we keep owing them money is we keep borrowing money. They set up a deal where all federal notes go through the Federal Reserve. Congress passed the law. The only way to stop this is if Congress passes the law to stop this practice. So every time we get a paycheck, the businesses have to send our money to the Federal Reserve, and the Federal Reserve takes a percentage of that and then gives the money back to the government.
So, Jack, 2019 prediction, and I never thought of this about the Fed. If the economy collapses, is there a chance that in 2019 that Congress will overthrow the Fed? Is it possible?
I don't see it happening, but that would be good. But
it would be great.
But when our government does bad, the Federal Reserve actually does better.
Yeah, so do not count that. Everybody out there listening to the Paranormal Roadshow, do not count that as prediction. The Fed is not going away in 2019.
Yeah. So, but my prediction I was trying to give you a history lesson on the Fed. So, it's all based on oil. That's what I think. Oil prices have gone down, so that's why they're raising the interest rates. You don't hear that on TV anywhere. Have you heard that anywhere?
No.
No, that's straight out from me. So I predict, to counter the oil loss, by the end of next year, as I wrote this down, I think the interest rate will be raised to 4.1%.
Wow. You think it'll go up that much in 1 year by the end of the year?
Yes.
Well, I would not doubt it the way they're raising it. I could see it spinning out of control for sure.
And the reason why they're doing this now, because by the following year, this election year, and they want to hurt President Trump as much as they can before an election.
2019 prediction. Mike of the Paranormal Roadshow, my prediction is that Trump is going to come out towards the end of 2019 and say that he is not going to run for president in 2020. I think the economy is going to collapse, and he's not going to want to deal with it. He's just going to want to play golf somewhere. I think he's going to pull out next year.
He's going to pull out.
Well, you know.
There's going to be an attorney fee on that one too.
There will be an attorney fee. I predict a large sum for Trump pulling out.
All right, so I'm predicting interest rate up to 4.1%. And you're predicting that next election cycle he will just
I think before even 2020 gets here, 2019, he's going to be like, you know what? I can't do it anymore. This country's screwed up. I tried the best I could, but the wall's being built.
The left doesn't like me. The right doesn't like me.
I'm just going to go eat donuts and play golf.
Hey, I love Trump, but yeah, it seems like everyone on the left hates him.
Oh, I love Trump too. I'm going to hate
And
him
half
doing
the
it.
Republicans hate him.
I hate this prediction. I don't want this prediction to happen. I hope Trump stays in, like the guy from China, president for life.
But yeah, in order for our country actually to get our country back, we need to get rid of the Federal Reserve. Right. Congress needs to pass a law where our money doesn't process through the Federal Reserve no more. And the interest rates would be actually handled by a branch of the government.
Yes.
And it could be a Treasury Department. The Treasury Department, maybe?
Perhaps.
That deals with money. That'd be the best solution, not the Federal Reserve.
Mm-hmm.
And any money we owe, we could pay them off through currencies at any rate that they determine.
Well, I think another prediction...
Or we could actually sue the Federal Reserve for malpractice over the years.
Oh, wow. I never thought of that.
Because it's not a part of the government, so we could sue them civilly. The U.S. government could actually sue them in civil court for trillions of dollars for malpractice and mishandling of funds since the 1930s.
Trump is a crafty guy. That's not a bad idea.
I mean, if that was me and thinking like a lawyer, which I'm not, but maybe I should be.
Well, we know Donald Trump listens to the Paranormal Roadshow. Okay, we don't know 100%, but we think that President Trump listens to the show. Donald...
I hope you are. Because
So
we do love you, President Trump.
You can civilly sue the Fed.
Because they're not part of the government.
Right. So if that happens in 2019, you heard it here first.
So, what other predictions do you have? Anything else on the economy? Any
world
economies affected?
Oh, the world economies? Well, I think finally Brexit will happen. And Europe, the United Kingdom is going to be in trouble initially.
I believe there will be riots.
You think there'll be riots?
Yes.
Like there was riots in Paris, you think
Yes.
there'll be riots in London?
Yes.
Wow. Okay, riots in
And
London.
they're going to burn Trump. You remember that Trump doll they had?
The big, giant Trump balloon.
Yeah.
They're going to burn it in the streets
Yes.
in effigy.
You'll see that on the news.
Is that a 2019 prediction?
Yes.
Official
You'll see
prediction?
Trump effigies burning in London.
Okay. That's a good one.
So,
Well, I don't know about any more Trump predictions, but I do actually have a serious one, and this is going to sound silly.
okay.
It is about a president. It's about an ex-president. And I say this with all due seriousness.
While you're laughing.
I do. This is the only thing we talked about before the show, so it's like but it's true. You have all these transgender people coming out as transgender. It is now legal for transgender people to use male or female bathroom, whatever their preference is.
Did you see the Miss Universe this last week had the first transgender contestant?
Oh, that's great. I think it's awesome.
It was a male. For the whole country of Spain was represented by a man that had sex change to become a woman.
Well, I know there's been transgender...
And she came in the top 20.
Oh, nice. I'll have to check that out.
So
I think with the transgenderism...
becoming popular.
Right, or becoming
so you're
more
predicting
accepted.
it's going to get even more popular?
No, my prediction is, president-wise, Barack Obama in 2019 is going to come out as transgender. I think that's going to happen. He's going to come out probably in the summer.
In a dress? In a
Right,
summer
there'll be
dress?
some sort of festival. He's going to come out. People aren't going to recognize him at first because it's going to be so jarring. He's going to get up in front of the podium. Maybe it'll be in front of the Jefferson, where's that, Jefferson Monument? Or Jefferson?
Monticello.
Right. He's going to go up there and he's going to be like, I am transgender. And Michelle Obama will be next to him. And his daughters will be there.
And they'll be accepting.
And that one person that's transgender that has their own show. Can't think of the name.
RuPaul?
No. It was a younger kid.
I don't know.
But anyway, somebody from the transgender community that's famous will be there along. And I believe Barack Obama 2019 will come out as transgender. Not a joke. I think it's going to happen.
All right. So that is a bold prediction.
That is pretty bold. It's the boldest one I got today. But
all right.
But since we were on presidential...
Now, does anyone think that'll happen?
I don't know.
But that's pretty bold.
You can
right.
leave a comment if you like.
So I was just randomly writing down things that could happen. Okay, so Lindsay Lohan's got a new TV show coming out soon.
Right.
So I predict she's going to release a sex tape.
Okay.
To further her career.
Great.
It'll be like leaked not by her, but actually by her.
Right, she'll pretend, oh, it really wasn't me.
It was stolen or something.
Okay, Lindsay Lohan.
Her popularity, and she'll make a lot of money off it. And maybe she might even get a new movie out of it, like an leading actress in the movie, because her name will be so popular and people want to see her.
Right.
She'll resurrect her career with a sex tape.
Oh, wow. You think that'll do it?
I think that would. If Lindsay Lohan had a sex tape released, she would skyrocket and get more leads.
Because, yeah. All right. Well, I'm not going to touch that one any further. I have so many ways I can go with that, but let's what's your next prediction?
All right. My next prediction, a volcano near Italy will erupt.
Ah.
I just have a feeling a volcano near Italy may erupt.
Okay. A big one.
A big one.
Right.
Okay. Then I have this one popped out of my head. And clarification, disclaimer, we're not predicting nothing. We're just predicting things as non-professional psychics.
Oh, yeah.
So everything we're saying is with a grain of salt.
But if it happens, we'll take full credit.
Yes.
As always.
If it happens, we're geniuses. I would predict in the year 2019, aliens will communicate with us indirectly.
Ah, Jack, that was my 2020 prediction. You beat me by a year. I was going to predict in 2020 aliens were going to come. But you think it's going to be
2020 they'll come. 2019 they'll come indirectly.
Oh.
We'll be communicated with them through like technology, computers.
So you think we'll make contact with them through technology?
But only certain people will recognize them as aliens.
Okay.
So look for the signs.
Right. My 2020 prediction is they will actually come and be like, "Hey, we're here. Where's Trump?" You know.
It's like the aliens are gonna slowly introduce themselves. I think there's gonna be more evidence of aliens this coming year.
Okay.
And I don't know how.
Via technology, though.
Via technology.
Not actually.
Maybe better video. Maybe videos of them, or audios, or do some form of communication or a frequency.
Right. Okay, that's great. I like that.
Where the idea of aliens being real will capture the world.
That would be awesome. That'll be a game changer for sure. I like that one.
So, then I have an idea that a tsunami will hit Australia.
Australia.
Yes.
A big one.
A big one.
Like
I don't think many people will die. I just think a big tsunami will hit Australia.
Okay. Do you know which coast?
I'm thinking the western coast.
Okay.
So
right. Less populated.
Yeah. And then
I also predict in September of 2019, the Paranormal Roadshow is going to hit its 5th anniversary.
And our subscription's gonna go up by 50%.
So we're going to go from 35 subscribers to what, 48? Is that your prediction?
Yes.
We're gonna come close to
50, but not quite.
Right. All right. I definitely, since we're being shadow banned from YouTube, I believe that's a very bold.
New sea creature in the ocean.
Very nice. You mean something astounding, not like a new colored fish or something?
No.
You mean like something...
I'm saying we're going to find a new type of seahorse, but larger.
Like one of them seahorses that Aquaman used to ride?
Yes.
Hey, you never know.
I predict we will find Aquaman.
Aquaman. Aquawoman.
Yes.
Would be more like it.
Or maybe a lost civilization under the water somewhere.
Okay.
Archaeological find.
Yep, I can't think of anything else.
I think I'm all tapped out.
I predict Jack is tapped. No. That's it, I guess, for the Paranormal Roadshow. That is our 2019 predictions. So let us know your comments.
Tell us your predictions.
And we'll have to remember to listen to this in a year and see how we did.
Any other predictions you can think of real quick?
I predict the show is going to end in 22 seconds.
Yes.